Taking those last few warm-ups before we get underway.
Every warm-up is crucial, knowing at this point in the bracket, again, each win adds more money, and that's one of the things you kind of have to factor in as well is you're usually almost doubling your payout each time you win a match.
There we go, Dani. That was the first dart.
All right. Setting up here to see if she can beat Dani's dart out. Not quite. I think it's a little bit higher. They're going to take a look at that there. Keep us updated.
Dani looks like she's what is that?
What's going on here? Dani definitely has some good facial expressions.
She looks like she's a little tired, too. I think that may be it.
I can understand that as a
long day of darts.
It is a long day of darts, but it's hard to look away from the action as my retinas are burned in on this board. Ready to see some more. They decided to throw it again, it looks like.
Yeah,
all right,
looks
respectable.
Like Dani
And
gets
there we
closer
go.
there.
As you see in the background there, the Mawson Holt match that we were just showing a little bit of there, a little teaser of. All right, Warmack to start off.
Yeah, she took a little deep breath there before she got underway. 81 scored.
Another person with a great throw. And look at that. We got a youth chalker up there. A little young gun you were talking to a few minutes ago.
Yeah, out of the Boston area. So hopefully we'll play it in the Minutemen Dart League down the road. They do have some, I believe, a youth league there, but kind of tough because they play in a lot of bars and it's kind of 21 to enter on most of those. So
yeah, well, speaking of tough, that ton 40 to start off is a great way to go.
There's a picture of the young man there. Actually won the youth adult 13 through 17 division this morning with his father.
Got a couple photos of what was going on earlier there.
Yeah, we were going to kick it on with enough time to hopefully catch a match or two, but unfortunately it wasn't quite working on us. So
not in the cards for us this morning, but it's A-okay as the youth have been having a pretty good time here with a couple events. All the adult youth and youth events are free to enter, which is always great to see.
well, did you see where the youth hall was anyways?
No, I didn't actually
It's
get to it.
actually through the lobby, all the way on the other side of the hotel.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I mean, but there's a reason they do that. They're trying to
Yeah.
keep them away from the,
Rowdier
the
crowd.
drinking, the rowdier crowd here. I mean, there's a reason they do that, especially when it comes to WDF events. They got to be careful for that one. So, yeah, at least they have their own separate area to play in. I didn't peek my head in, but I did see that there was people throwing in there.
Speaking of WDF events, right now we're obviously watching the ladies singles 501 WDF and the men's singles 501. But tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. start time, WDF youth singles 13 through 17, going on bright and early.
Will's not going to lie. He had to go grab a cup of coffee. He was doing a little too much yawning.
He was. I was. I just went around and started jumping when I realized I had to go all the way up to the room to get a coffee. That's 6 floors up. That's pretty far away.
Yeah, that's a
I'd
trek,
rather
isn't
stay in our little basement.
That's a trek, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
NBC Suites, it is pretty nice here. I do got a compliment. They got like a couple free drinks. I'll give you from 5 to 7 p.m. Pretty neat.
Sure.
And, quite the breakfast spread.
Absolutely.
A little double bonus.
We've been joking around about being in the dungeon, but we, A, chose to be here,
Yeah.
and B, love being in here.
No, this is the thing. Where they had us at before, it just wasn't quite going to work out.
Close to the
A
action.
little bit too close to the dartboard where they could probably, I mean, if we were talking like this, they're definitely going to hear us, and you don't want your finals board close to the commentary booth just because it's going to
It's
be a
already
little
debatable if they
annoying
hear
for
me.
some. Yeah, you're loud mouth.
Well, I just like to have fun with it. What can you say? I'm just as much of a fan as I am a self-appointed professional commentator.
Well, here we go, 126. Gonna have to start in the 19s here.
Single or trouble is A-okay. Goal here when shooting is to hit treble on the first one, give yourself the benefit of the miss. But you have a lot of different ways you can go after the first dart.
And that's what I was about to say. It looks like she's going to screw up right from the get-go and go up tops.
I mean, 80's a good setup here. I mean, you're getting yourself in range. Dani Warmack 147 is a hefty order, but especially at this point in the bracket, you can't take a risk that your opponent's going to miss now, even if it is a big combo checkout. You can't.
As much as you think, hey, this is a 5% chance, it's still a 5% chance.
Yep.
And chances that are going to be taken sooner rather than later. So
The numbers don't lie, Samoa Joe. And they smell disaster. All right. 94 there for Tink. Dani to do some damage potentially. Not going to send the 147 home, but is going to try to set herself up. 47 scored, 100 remaining.
it'll be a double 16 look.
Good look at it, but didn't quite. So got to go to the 8s. Oh, it's a tough blocker for her. Just trying to think about the best angle.
Inside.
Just barely. Good attempt at it. 24 scored, but Dani Warmack to cause some damage here. 100 could go. 95 left.
Yeah, she knows she's got to go downstairs.
All right. Tink with another option here. Take out that 8. See what she's able to do.
Just outside. Can she use it, though? She cannot, and she goes well below that first dart.
Not too good for her there. You can tell she's definitely not happy with that. Trying to shake it off there. A little shake. Gotta give it a little shake.
Little premature double 4 look. And she
it
does get the
hits
double
it.
2.
Hits it. As we're going into leg number 2, Dani held her throw. Now time to see. And Tink averaging higher here, though, still at a 61.63. Good first start right at that 20. Trying to follow it right up. .41 scored. See the frustration of a long day kind of building up a little bit. It is hard work to keep going, keep on your feet, let alone keep throwing these high-level averages.
Yeah, you gotta keep chugging along here. Keep the energy rolling. Keep it going. Keep chugging along. I actually saw Leonard. I think he's still in this, but
let's say
he was checking up to his room for just a second to take a little break, get away from everything, listen to some music he was looking like.
He's one of those guys that likes to keep himself in the mindset.
Yeah, exactly. He likes to keep himself in the groove, having fun, kind of keep his mind off things when he's not playing, and then when he gets after it, he goes, man.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Will, but when I used to play, I had a playlist set up. They always called me the boy when I was playing, so it was called The Boy, the Myth, the Legend on Spotify, public playlist. Please send me $1 if you want to listen to it.
Public playlist.
It is.
Oh, my goodness.
Nick to share on Spotify. I make some great playlists.
Selfish. Whatever. I'm just going to leave that one be.
All right.
Harmless plug there. There we
For
go.
my Spotify playlist.
For your Spotify playlist.
All 8 followers, 3 of them being ex-girlfriends. They love listening to it. What can I say? Dani Warmack there with a 59 scored.
Oh, the conversation's being had.
Oh, man. You can tell I take my job very seriously here. All right, Tink. Coming up here. Ahead by 56 points. with the throw. First shot, she's looking at it still, so she's going to stay there, but there's no room left. It's going to be hard to sneak any darts in there. Goes a little bit high on it, get 41 scored. We had a chance in between right before this match started. Went out to get Will a cup of coffee right into Callie West and Robin and Meredith and all them hanging out, sitting there eating. Living the good life at this point.
I want to know who won that one. It looks like Gary Mawson's taking up the sheet. I think he bested Dustin.
I wonder. Dustin's still there, grabbing up. He has his form in his hand still, too, though.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who pulled that one off.
We're
going to
find
out after
radio
this match.
into the control booth here. I think we are the control booth. All right, Dani Warmack. Great first start there, trying to get himself in range for a checkout. And it looks like 85 scored there, 190 remaining to 199. Neck and neck from these girls. A little handshake there in the background, by the way, from Holt and Mawson. So love to see some sportsmanship between two top-level players. All right. Warmack stays right there, hits 45, leaving herself 155. Or sorry, 145, excuse me. Tink with the first look at the checkout here.
Yeah, I see Holt and Mawson there just having a chat, talking about the match. How things went.
All right, first start's good. 76 remaining. 56 left. Probably going to throw either single 16, more likely single 16. Set herself up. Take her time. Got to keep a composure. Great last start there. 96 scored and a wonderful setup at that. A little nod of approval from Will there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and a professional.
And a professional. Mm-hmm.
Well, don't you know it?
Double top here to tie this up, 1-1. There it is, first dart. She just turns right around, gives her some knuckles. No hesitation. Dani walks right up, right onto the next leg.
She's ready to go to work. You can see it in her face. She's like, I'm ready. Keep playing. Let's keep the show going. The show must go on. See that hall emptying up a little bit. People are getting some rest and getting ready for their bright and early events tomorrow because at 10 a.m. mixed doubles 501 and then afternoon and evening or afternoon and late afternoon session as well.
Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. We are over halfway done here, and now it's crazy to think.
Well over halfway done, and it's been a great time. Honestly, hanging out here and being on the other end rather than playing in this tournament, but watching it along has been truly a good learning opportunity for myself and hopefully a good time for everybody else tuning in.
This is Nick's first time joining us for an event here on USA Darts, so definitely welcome you and continue on. You're doing good here.
Well,
it is that moment where you're like hitting the wall here. It's like the first day, perfect. The first half, the second half day, good, but then once you hit that old 5 o'clock time, that's when things get change on you, and you all of a sudden a few yawns creep into your mouth, and
trying to avoid them to the best of my ability. This is where the boys become commentators. But I could do another 12 hours straight. Don't even tempt me there.
Sure, buddy.
I'll re-commentate the whole event all over again. Don't play with me. Play with your mama.
Looking for another one of those. Manages just a 20, so 100 scored. We'll pull her down a little bit. Dani pops in a nice one.
These girls are holding some steady averages in those upper mid 60 range is where we see these girls throwing, and very comfortably at that.
Gary Brooks saying, you two are doing a fantastic job. Appreciate that, Gary. Hope you're doing well.
And thanks for hanging out with us and giving us some support there.
Yeah, Gary out of the Casper, Wyoming area. Quality shot. Newly signed A to ZDarts.com sponsored player, as well as Magic Wear and USA Darts. Proud to have him on the team.
Well, congratulations to you, good sir. Only 7 there. Wanted to set up the big fish, and she did. Tink, chance to capitalize here. Nice and steady darts, just ease them in. Throwing back at the 20. Oh, so maybe over to 18. Hopping around a little bit here. Trying to keep composure.
Not happy with those first 2 darts here. She's going to have to recover. With Dani sitting on 170, she doesn't want to give her 6 darts at this. And she will.
And Dani's a player capable of hitting it by every means here. It's all about getting that first dart in there, as it is a 3 dart out. So I guess that was a little bit redundant to me to say. Fortunately, going top and right to it, hitting 27 here.
How about this, Steve Hilger, a.k.a. Porky? Hey, Will, it's Camille. My dad is driving. Can't wait to see you next weekend. Yeah, she'll be at the Father's Day Frenzy event. That's going to be a fun one in Wisconsin.
I'm excited to be watching it from the comfort of my bedroom.
Those Wisconsinites sure know a thing or two about darts.
Well, they drop a lot of booms in Wisconsin, I'll tell you that. The boom goes to Wisconsinite.
We're looking forward to being back up there. It'll be a trek after being down here all weekend, but I'm excited to do it. Look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at this. Oh, wow.
Oh, what a great swing at that 111 score. Leave yourself on 32. That was some brilliant stuff here.
Can I get to that double 16 button quick enough? As man, oh, man. She came out of nowhere with that nice collection there.
Still not over yet. Still needs to send this leg home. Ooh, beautiful first start. 105 remaining.
Not going to be able to take it out, but pressure is needed. And look at this. That's a 105 scored to leave 60.
That's in the 2.
Is that 2?
That's barely in there, but it's in the 2.
Oh, my.
I thought it was
good.
I
wow.
thought it was good.
It is in that 2 bed.
She had to double check it as well. I mean, that was a well-thrown dart and just unfortunately catching the wrong side of that wire.
Oh, my goodness. Even with the zoomed-in view, it kind of looks like it's in there.
Yeah, I know. It was a little fool me
Insanity.
once, shame on you type dart. Looking for that. Uh-oh. All right.
12.
Double 12. Not able to secure it. 78, very doable here for Tink.
Justin walking away. Can't even look. Interested to see how she goes about this 78 checkout. Is she going to trip 18? I think that's where she's going. Into the 4, so 74 left. Trip 14 or trip 18? Which one is it going to be?
Normally trip 18, I feel like, but there's a little bit of a weird hang on that 4. Does go for the trip 14 route. She must have heard you. 63 remaining. And goes for the trip 13, does not get it. A little dicey stuff here. So start hitting our late night action at the Cherry Bomb International Tournament, Boca Raton, Florida. Just inside, you can see the look of frustration there. Looks down, deep sigh, and just has to walk away and regain composure. Still a lot of legs left in this match.
Yep, it's first to 4 legs here in this quarterfinal. $13 for double 16.
Takes a deep breath there, pushes up the glasses, pulls up the shirt. We got a little system here. She's locked and ready to go. Bringing it in a little bit. Ooh, is it in? I think it might be in.
Looks like it.
No.
Oh, my.
Outside. Oh, my goodness.
How close can you get?
Double 3 here needed for Dani. Working her way up. Decides to break it up there for the 2-double-2. Leaves herself in the jungle up top. Beautiful dart there. Double 16 hits. 2-1 and a break of throw there against Dani Warmack. And Tink to start it off here. She has like a Japanese blossom shirt going on here, something like that. Some fall shirt with like a what's that, like an anime girl on the back or something. And then got the Viking shirt on the other end.
Into the 5 with that last dart. Just 30 scored. Dani's got to find a few triples here. She's just not finding it like she like. Dani usually a cruise control, but she's been waiting a little bit. She's been kind of in a position where she's had to wait on a few matches to catch up to her. That's never a fun one.
Yep. I mean, you see some ladies playing in the background. Looks like see Ashley Ritchie playing against Smitty Wright in the background there as well. So there's other ladies' matches still chugging along here. As the fun does not stop. $100 scored there for Dani. What you got for us here, girl? Let's see what you have.
Let's say very mechanical.
It's definitely a challenge, to say the least, to keep your rhythm going at this point. There's a certain point where either you're on autopilot and it's all just your rhythm and mechanics, and then there's the other end of the spectrum where it's like, all right, I'm barely able to keep focus here. Let's just focus on the basics, take my time with it. I think that's what we're seeing. 2 different approaches here. As we're seeing a wonderful 100 there from Warmack as in autopilot mode, and Tink in a more of a methodical, mechanic-focused stroke.
Yeah, setting up, taking her time setting up. Or Dani just needs to step to the Aki and go. She kind of has the same mentality I do. Just step up, throw the dart, get away from it. Let's keep trucking here.
A rhythm shooter, to say the least. Look at that rhythm there and finding it. in stride. Another 100 scored. Back to back. Leaving herself 141.
I don't know if that's back to back or back to back to back.
Is it back to back to back?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think quite so. I think she actually hit that ton to open off the leg. Memory.
Well,
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Well, more than capable of hitting a 141.
Michael saying, I take that back, I'm wrong. I think he made a statement about a number or something, and he like did the math and was like, oh, never mind. I think we're in the same boat, buddy. Once you've been staring at the computer screen for a while, I know you've been in the chat for a good amount of time. It all starts blending in together.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, people don't realize that. Talking's an easy gig, but doing it for so long and actually trying to come up with a meaningful conversation is the thing that's tough.
So I do the opposite approach. If I never say anything meaningful, then it's always just entertainment value. You can't see the aggregation.
That's why, every once in a while we'll get off on a little rant or something just to kind of keep the flow going here. A little bit of off-topic chats, per se.
Yeah. If you want, I can try a movie reference or something if you want.
No need to do that. You don't know anything anyways about that stuff, do you?
No, I don't watch movies.
Nah, you only watch a couple.
I'm from Amish town, Ohio, to specify. Grade 60 from Dani Warmack, by the way. Leave herself on 40.
Let's say that's my neck of the woods. I think I got an Amish country about 30 minutes where I'm from.
In the town I grew up in, you would see a horse-drawn carriage go up to your Kroger, to say the least, and not getting Tindy subs at the beach, which is more of a Florida thing. Get yourself some Publix chicken tender subs.
Dani looking at double 10 now inside, double 5.
Opt to break it up.
Opt to break it up. She doesn't think that the 160 is going to be doable.
Bold move. Whenever I see that happen, I always just want, even if it doesn't matter who I want to win here, I kind of just want to see someone get punished for not taking the out when you have a game dart in hand. But that will not happen today. Not a bad visit, though. 100 scored, leaving herself on 60. Dani needs to send this one. Good group on it.
There it is.
That's what I'm talking about. 2 all here in this race of 4.
Just a matter of time before that happened.
There we go. Dani to start us off here.
Yeah, just making sure that she was the one to start.
Nothing wrong with double checking, especially as fatigue is settling in for some of these players.
Yeah, it's easy to make a mistake here and get nonchalant about it.
Absolutely. All right. Going up to the line here. Tough look at the 20. 18? No, decides to stay there. Keeps on chugging. See Dani not too happy with that particular visit. Having some English breakfast today. I didn't even see that on the menu. Tink up to the line here. Good first start. Follow right in. Mark that bat up. Can you get it in there for the field goal? And she does. 100 points scored.
It's good.
The
field goal's good.
Darts.
I'm over here dying with Nick's little references he's making here. Killing me with these little puns he's got.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
You know, when you have a face like mine, you learn to be funny instead.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you got a face for radio here, you got to attempt to have some funnies. I'm in the same boat, buddy. I'm in the same boat.
You say face for radio, but if you're watching the U.S. Masters, I was on TV a few times. Anyways.
Yeah, my phone was blowing up on that one. Hey, I saw you again.
Yeah, I got a couple screenshots sent over to me, and I was like, look, I really did make it. Not for my own ability, but just because I cheer really loudly. 125 there scored for Warmack.
Couple people still holding strong here, watching the event. That's good to see.
That's the one thing. When you're one of the last people in the hall and you're still playing an event, you want your friends there, someone in your corner. Doing it by yourself, knowing everyone else is asleep, is not a great feeling. So being able to turn around and have some love and support behind you is a good feeling to have. Dialing in after that first start there, and great return to form. 81 scored there. Kind of getting this ballpark real close between these two ladies, although Tink, even though she's going against the throw, is ahead going up to the Aki here.
Yeah, Tink plays on that far right-hand side of the Aki. She always enters that box in kind of at the side.
At the edge of the box, way over there. I mean, you see that a couple players have different ways to position. I've always been slightly to the left as I'm right-handed. I want to have my shoulder facing direct line to the bull, but to each their own on the setup there. You can see Dani's right in the center.
You can see what we mean here. She's not quite, but over on that far left-hand side.
Basically on the near the edge of the raise the Aki.
Common guy that does that is Gerwin Price at the PDC. She's going downstairs here.
57 to leave 130 is not a bad take. A little wild on that last one, though. 156. And then there we go. A little bit of a recovery there. 31 scored. Think you require 142. See the right Richie match must have finished up as they were giving each other some kudos and a high five as Smitty came up and said, hey, great match. So don't know who came out on top, but I know that they are being very sports ladylike, and we love to see it. All I'm saying is I'm digging the rainbow Crocs, by the way, from our chalker here. I think it's a good shoe. They have sport mode and casual mode built in by default. My shoes just have normal mode, which is always untied. Well, now realizing his shoes don't have sport mode is left speechless.
Trying to get a little peek there. Not able to. $117, so that'll leave 97.
Still could go.
Trip 19.
Oh,
for
back
tops.
up tops. Gotta get around that dirt, but it's definitely doable. Can we see a big one? Oh, caught the flight. That was actually a pretty good angle at it, too. But hit the flight and flicked it right down.
This is gritty. 78 needed for Dani.
To defend her throw. 74 left. 60 left. Tink to bring herself to match points and break the throw of Dani Warmack.
Looks like Ashley won that in the comment section. Is what
That's what the people are saying.
we hear.
We are men of the people. Great shot there from Tink, going in to our leg 6 here.
There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Having a sidebar convo real quick.
I just got fired.
No, you didn't. Get out of here.
You see, you're not telling me to get out of here. I'm getting mixed signals here, Will. Come on. Right on the bed. Well thrown darts there from Dani. Just not connecting, but they're beautifully thrown. I love her just nice, easygoing form. All right, let's see what we have going on here.
Coming across the body with that last throw there.
Almost like a ninja star, like a shuriken, just getting whipped right in. You gotta throw it across your body, twisting. Have you ever seen a ninja throw a ninja star? You know, when they throw, it's usually a little twist. It adds a little oomph to the throw. I know, because I used to watch Ninja Warrior. Actually, no, Deadliest Warrior. Ninja Warrior is the parkour show.
Oh
Deadliest Warrior tells you a little bit about what.
Vic, just stop. Just stop.
And here we are.
3 people know what you're talking about right now.
Those 3 people are with me, though. They are stands of my work.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Watt tuning in, saying who's all left in. It's a quarterfinal match. Just to let you know, we will check right after. We'll pop up both brackets and let you know where we are at. But I know we're kind of running a little bit behind in this women's side, to be honest.
Yeah, but the men's side's probably close to finishing up. It's going to be pretty far along on that side there. Great first start from Tink. 80 scored so far. Can she get a little bit more and leave herself an out? Oh, a little bit high on it. 200 scored, or 200 left, 100 scored. Great stuff here from her. Trying to defend the throw on match point. Looking sharp. Warmack's not done, though. Don't count her out. Seriously, you never watched Deadliest Warrior? Oh, you're missing out.
Trip 20.
Ball thrown.
If she can win this leg, she will advance. First to 4 legs. It hasn't been the best of performances from these 2 ladies, but
It's been a long
what do
day.
you expect? It has been a long day. Mixed doubles this morning, then they played ladies doubles. On to this event, and it's no longer this race to 2 format. Look at this.
55. You see a couple people standing up back there. 55 left. 15 for tops. For tops it is to take the match. Oh, good look at it. You can tell she really wanted it there. Warmack in hot water. Tub is boiling, and she needs to hit something incredible here and hope for a miracle.
She's not going to be able to. Just 60 scored, and 60 isn't going to be enough. Now pull her down to 155, a doable checkout, but you got to think.
I don't think she's getting a
She's
swing.
1 dart away here.
She's not going to get her swing if Tink does the work here. Looking right at the heart of the double 10. And it goes. Great match here from these ladies as Tink will move on to the semifinals.
Yeah, good shot there. Dani Warmack, unfortunately, will bid adieu. So we'll take a quick look at the replay here. Why not? Double 10 needed. She stares right into the heart of it and pops it at first dart.
here. Thanks for viewing the video. Just wanted to send you a reminder. If you liked this content, make sure to give us a like and a follow on our Facebook page, or head on over to YouTube. Give us a subscribe. We certainly appreciate it. If you like some of the merchandise I'm wearing, maybe the hat, maybe the jersey, head on over to usadarts.live, where you can get some of that merchandise for yourself to rep at your next tournament. Thanks for watching.